abusia mami mo bibi akwaba na memfa bra mega TVM platform we eso na ensema ekotwi ekobremai no in fact edi bi eba besom ewo sima kakra aidi enimu wati ase na abusia ni na ne se yen na yenim enkonya eni enema ekoso ewo Ghana emrahye bedwom enkamia kase me since omo me hu said ye amanyosem sitie no this is the parliamentary this ninth parliament no in fact agudia shemuma chen parliament ni na even when brana if parliament no dondodo eni ho na donkuma so eni ho ana ye 137 kra no na sebi agudie we ebi nhede ni ne siden ena ene ayewo super overwhelming majority ayesanwo mini small little micro minority agudie we ekoso abusia awose yehwe ne ye kan wasem speaker Alban Bagbin and he is in serious trouble list wo kwadwopoko and Ivan Che innocent o soja gidigidi edi asini so ampa jano mo so asini so edi so mo so asini so because the decision be you say ultimately take fair decision until say obi betimi o take decision no kra na say omoye ne hoy na wa yede ne yema hye na wasenya yede arretrate abusia edi na eko yenko na yenkotie yenko esa video no na yenfa credit na ema my CTV Ghana omo ena omo boy ya yenso yetimi ya video we bi edi ebesumo ya titi okra ono ena na pamfo mutim edi nkomodidi ewi so e Ghana nkoso eso yenko na yenko hwesa video na ekoba bidina kaina ebeto aso ahanum you are number one most authentic platform Mega TV idika hye mobile so nsema ekoso e Ghana yam politics mi na no ahanum ena obinya mu enchide mu ankasa ahanum ena enchide mu no ankasa obetimi enya afiri nti o sore na se wo pe baby papa edi wo fidi na to se bi oba YouTube na pe baby atie politics o maimu nsema meso se obajembre na wa subscribe sisia na wa beka yebusua na hona busua ni mu bie kama bibie timi akoso nti abusua emra ya drusu die menche hokra yenko na yenko tie sema Ivan Che innocent and list over kwadwopoko editu edwafa Ghana mrahye bedwom so matters arising asabi etwetwe so wo se hedin edika yenko tie sa yenhwe video no bra ko ba menna kan na beto aso yakopon koso inshira
social commentator obi say onye innocent or very innocent analysis no yema wi a wa ba ka say bre into onye innocent but very innocent Ivan no be fine ye de nyame ase weekend no abesi sabre net say ya say me ne wo hia ye be hia na de go weekend
so far so good I think so we are monitoring space in the head there are a lot of activities happening at the same time. Ghana for share. Culture said the whole essence of doing what we do is to ensure that we rebuild and reposition Ghana. Ghana may be a bit me access any opportunities. Now what me maximizing the individual potentials. I want to nasabi nipa bedi or governance and politics, social whatever, the whole essence is in the public media. And I think that is what we are poised to do. Unfortunately, no, 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 so and I said, the pamono in Yawa, what would you can't stop. Yes, it's the reason why I employ everybody, say, and get involved just to ensure, say, that be a bit preachy, say, the sentinels destined to protect the foundations of our democracy. Democracy, no, and yet those in power no more protect it. With the citizenry, because the power we wield and we hold, no, enormous and very overriding. Say we can change any government once we are convinced government is we are interested. So we have Kwanya Akufo-Addo say president no power. O can fear won't but Ghana for Cambo my kasi to know. You see the outcome. So it tells you the enormity of power with the citizens in the world. Unfortunately, in Africa, no, we don't see the essence. who the magnitude of that power, who some fast so we end up selling it for petty stuff. But to me through this education, who the enormity of our political power and influence, now to me use in a positive light. Trust me, nobody can come up and mess up.
All right, and see, and I know that the chance here they're free Parliament. Me assure them. From last week, a lot has happened. And Niema Bebriakoso from the Appointments Committee to the floor of Parliament. And Niema issues in there. The videos are there to show. Speaker Namwa wo 2 year baby Ayabedru kikani boom from the chaos to the suspension to the apology to lifting of suspension to Yahokoro Yense free. Okujeto Black one Sam George approve everything that has happened in Parliament.
Good. Yeah, I think it's quite interesting. But my ben started from this note. You see, as a democracy na issue na I said dan and they see her institutions and the foundational way ejina so pillars. Democracy ejina so. But if you mark the executive, the judiciary, and then the legislature, and who functions where it overlaps and those kind of stuff now the executive power, the judicial power, and then as a forum now over parliament and direct representatives of the people, because Ghana for go parliament and they are selective few individuals to go there and represent our interest in this kind of way. So per institution back one reflected that particular way democracy now is supposed to reflect the aspirations of the people. It's supposed to be parliament because I don't know directly a link to the people because directly they are representing people. But in recent times, the respect Ghana for accommodated to parliament, very considerably, and I think that is very alarming. Abaya subject and in recent times, we've seen some attempt at parliamentarians a year to redeem and ensure the public will respect them. When the meaning say respect is a virtue we practice and we earn. You can't force people to respect you when you yourself don't respect yourself. And the Akoso at the inception of this 9th parliament, he clearly said, Nipa no mugu parliament, and they don't deserve to be respected. It's the reason why so much pace when Omodrage Oliver to go there and apologize to them. The first statement I made, and they said they need to call Oliver back and apologize to him because they don't deserve the respect he rendered. Because this is a gentleman, you hold him before you, also denigrate you, disrespect you. The following day, you sit on TV, you denigrate others, embarrass yourself, embarrass the very people you represent, you disgrace yourself on national TV. So at the end of the day, what is the import of that apology not rendered? You don't even deserve it. And the I think that is so childish, so infantile, so disrespectful, disrespectful to the people of this country to the extent that the so-called apology they rendered isn't enough. Because it is about the conduct of some individuals within the house not taking a certain intransigent position and posture. Thinking so, once we are part of this particular thing, our presence must be felt. And we will do whatever within our power to ensure that we stop the whole process. Because I am convinced that the whole essence of this vetting process is to ensure that we assess the capacity and the capability of individuals at Amobe Hodu ministry. There is a platform for you to interrogate the person to know, say, and answer own to me yet. It is not a platform for vengeance. It is not a platform where you think, oh, nano, we say, it's not a revenge theater where you go on people and say this. But what has unfolded in Parliament now? Clearly, you could see the whole motive isn't about interrogate to know whether the capabilities of the person or not. It is about going after some individuals because of some comments they've made in the past. And Afenyo Marking, for instance, so the conduct, the posture, the tone, the disrespectful nature, sometimes the immaturity in his tone. What's in China? You ask yourself, really, these people are really parliamentarians representing our interests, and these people want us to respect them because, respect, you need to live and earn it. There was something happened, and he was talking to the clerk of parliament. We all saw in TV the way he spoke to the clerk clerk near worker within the household. So parliamentary setup, no, the person is part of it. I'm told the person is even a woman.
A woman, married woman.
Good. Look at the way that gentleman disrespected that woman, spoke to her, and the way or reacted in public. You did this thing to somebody's, your friend is your colleague, and you turn around and you expect people to respect you. In the first place, who move on? And how do you expect people to respect you? And beside that, there are series of engagements. And as for instance, okujato issues your more can once me. So we take comments in some just trying to create certain impression. Be say this aura whole thing. No, I don't know why he's taking this aura thing so personal to the stand. Say as a YBB and they are going after him. This whole essence of this aura thing is to help all of us to battle issues of corruption. Sabaya corruption, abaya cancer. It is deep into the fabrics of our society, and it is because of your friend saying this same corruption. And some people are taking responsibility to ensure that you should be very much, you should be commending them. This is not no time for you to be setting a war path or a war stage because you will not pass the person. But the question is, how relevant is your past? Because the minority any power to pass you. You can't stop anyone from becoming a minister because I told you they said in it will go to the floor, it will go to a vote, and you don't have the numbers to stop anything. So
I wonder why they were preaching for secret voting.
Yeah, so you see, all these things are just childish display of your friends saying that kind of, I don't know, bravado beer. You think that we have power, we just want people to see us. But the beer I've been preaching, so where we are, no, the stage are quite different. You might have done it in the past. In the past, it could have been this back and forth between the NDC MPP. We are friends. This, but and politics is not taking a certain dimension altogether, a shifting into a certain paradigm. Ghana are beginning to renew their interest.
Sure.
People are following, so they want things to happen in a way that reflects that particular respect. You know, the demeanor, the tone, the language of parliamentarians, so-called honorables, you know, need to reflect that particular hope and aspirations are the people of this country. But consistently, that is not what we are seeing. That is why the integrity of parliament will continue to dip, and it will continue to dip, and until make a conscious effort to rebuild the rotten and the tattered image of parliament. Trust me, nobody is going to accord them any respect. So this so-called, we are hauling people before the privileges committee, and it's a contempt power they are going to abuse, because that is the thing. So when the lady appeared in parliament as a guest, head castle or no be in a banter on a side show. It wasn't even part of the main procedure. Another prayer was called and said that woman should be cited for contempt. When another prayer on one case no contempt. So what moral locus the conduct or how post elections contempt in description. So you don't have any power or authority say a citing obi for contempt because and then when I to me that privilege power now you are abusing it, you understand? And Ghana for move. So it is a wake up call to them. Ghana for the responsibilities are shown because the scars of the 8th parliament is still back on it. Yeah, boni patu ye kunipa. First the police soldier for yebi. Sir, you deny amount for representation for 4 solid good years. Parliament was so important to the stance that they couldn't act in the face of this grave injustice being done to the people of this country. Nema a border on the welfare of the people. They never spoke anything about it. I know that they now buy a theater for partisan engagement. NDC MPP, yes, as a mununa ya soroko. Am I a tena kroma? So Ghana for need so any hope, no respect, or more the institution parliament and deputy a conform. So this is the time for them to use this 9th parliament to rebuild that image. But you have people who go there and then they speak childishly, just speak anyhow, disrespecting the people, just talking anyhow because of things he's an MP. The guy made an attempt to go and justify why he has made so much wealth and as for at the age of 21 or not to toss when there is not even a single proof to that effect. Because you need to provide documents and other stuff that justify indeed say in 7 hours can you correct. Now radio so can say They say he who comes into equity, must come with clean hands. This you are not clean. So this arrogant posture, no more exhibited on TV, those kind of way, it is and serve obia interest. And I'm sure, said they've not even realized that this is a political party, the NPP, that went into elections and suffered such a humiliating defeat. Yeah. Arrogance I play integral part. Yeah. So you expected these people will be a reasonable men of conviction, do sober reflection, sit down and realize these are some of the things that will my lose elections. So going forward, you put Nema in order. Sabaya I bet me I generate certain interest. We are Ghana for in a different way because we MPP, okay MPP as some crana in general public among free off so that's the reaction. So as leaders, you should be sensible enough to know, say, this is the time for us to change our tone, our language, our demeanor, and then speak in the way be able to draw people back to the party because we need the MPP as a force. Your democracy as a force. But if this is the language, the tone, and the manner they are going to act, trust me, nobody will take them serious. And then back to Speaker of Parliament with this, your friend is saying suspension and co. Me, to be very honest with you, when I saw the suspension, I was so much disappointed in the speaker. Okay. Yes, because I wasn't expecting, say, Oberhe TV, I selected Nipa 4, say, your friends must suspend them. Because I have video now, and it couldn't be enough. Nipa 4 wasn't enough. Yes. So the question is, the methodology ben or employ or the selected that particular 4. And your friends say, KG na your teacher nearby class, you who nip mona mokasa then without any check will be animal. No. Exactly. Go be our peer table, but the Nunkasa trigger that particular thing. You understand? Exactly. So you can't just watch TV and say, Mahunipa for no, and I think he overreacted. Okay. So I rescinded that particular decision if they vote one Kasa because it was a wrong decision, a wrong move that he took. I was expecting, say, at the preliminary, that's like they're doing. You do your own investigation that they're doing because all punish you will be. And some of our investigation, and then at the end of the day, you give people room to speculate. Says then, so when your investigation, they're being a wujina so what they suspended those 4 people. Sure. So I was expecting, say, yes, our investigation, we na outcome, no, yeah, jina so ne ya punish obi. And one thing I think that Adi and Yakroma has to do with the fact that obedience munu na yakujina ho ya pacha then na yanko ya sa near my man for ye our parliament here who ye if people are going to get away with it because so sanction or the buyer or no one left a say this investigation the outcome will be or will have no consequences. It will be inconsequential because nipana at gate eventually they will almost they will be forgiven. Exactly. That is the sick culture we have created in this country. Like I'm saying, institutions need to be very effective. We need to make sure say because nema man for na di wo TV so na a bugana for be yet we live in a country where a man for interest in democracy already we need a conform. So this is the time for us to ensure that we rebuild public trust. Ghana, your democracy and your institutions are very effective. You can rely on them. But we've gotten to a point where you can't rely on any of these institutions, even the sensitive ones. Yeah. Because executive at some point in time, and then look at our judiciary today. People are calling and say it's one of the institutions that we need to sanitize because the element and some individuals who are smuggling in, they don't engender public trust and confidence. Sure. But these are institutions that Ghana for, and then Parliament has joined that particular team. So I know the day. We are going now to a near institutions where critical and sensitive decisions are emanating from. There is none you can lay finger on and say, I have absolute and unwavering trust in this state institution. I know that it's problematic for all of us. Yeah. It's the reason why I am incumbent on us. Say, jokes, since our comedy, we need to flash those things out. And those display of political immaturity, arrogance, na boyhood arrogance na. Among folk in parliament, or person yema who's a menso me wa happy no. Because how far when your market now for ayaraga jinanas or kasa, you see maturity, you see some intelligence and some smartness. He speaks with with respect. Unlike his counterpart, anytime we be being a nubiano, What's in China because you know, sir, and I wonder why MPP as a political party at this time will allow that particular gentleman to be their leader. Because he doesn't know how to talk. He's so disrespectful and so arrogant to the extent that if this is the manner they are going to live in that particular parliament, I'm not sure it will augur well with them. They are lucky that the NDC is very accommodative because I'm not sure, sir, they are giving them too much space to be doing things that they are doing. Because Abra Kendoforia Tadan as a for we didn't see a situation where NDC washing the hands from approval. So when your power, nothing semuna would be the onunya erunsa or chlau how I use power. And I think that is a lesson to the MPs said. Sir, we have opportunity and as a winner when any pair Kenyans or some you need to listen. Because when they got similar opportunity, some of us on TV say, can no foreta and co no and deserve to be given a pass. But no the day you went there and you passed all of them. And now who individuals okuja to ne crime away in answer of fighting corruption. Some George in a crime away in answer or Canada or criticizing. Yes. And these people were forcing him to apologize to President Akufo-Addo. But when Ken Ofori-Atta the omoye no na they were immeasurable. But you sat there and you approved them. So I think it's a lesson to them going forward in the politics. My culture say, and yeah, sorry. And you must go there, your convictions intact. You believe in what you're doing, you execute it with perfection and with finesse. That's exactly what these people are doing. Teaching you, say, we need power now, the bidding class. They use power. When Akufo-Addo came to power, that is what he taught the people. Or Ghana for how to use power. And there will be the signs out there. And that's exactly what Afenyo Markin and Co are doing there. So it's a lesson. We need power now since Munu na adibedi. Na would about to near Maswa or Tambeso because 4 years and your quantity. So what you are going to go as well in 4 years who are trust me, Akufo-Addo nobody 8 years in the court if you let's say 4 years. It's just around the corner. So people should begin to use this power wisely. Sebaya Nema, ebe you know to the benefit of Ghanaians, you know, and ebe pursue, but you don't sit there and allow some of these things to happen when you have power and the way to override some of them and let it go. And media that is cast. Yeah, Parliament are losing integrity. The dignity of Parliament is in the gutters. And until say to redeem that particular image, you know, I've listened to the Speaker of Parliament say they cannot force people to respect them. If there is any respect, they need to respect themselves first. And I can see here and boldly and confidently tell you, say, Parliament, most of the people they don't even respect themselves and they don't even deserve the perfect honorable. It is abuse of that particular way. I hear you because the life they live, the conduct, the way they speak. Afenyo Markin stands in Parliament, throw his hands like this, like a child at original classroom asebi. But this is a parliamentarian. Look at the way and manner he's throwing his hands out there. Speaking to his colleagues, speaking to people.
Part of those that was suspended.
Yes. And the speaker will just overlook some of these individuals and go and suspend other people. Abasa, people will not even take you serious. So I think the parliament and Kasanu need to purge itself. And we the citizens, you know, so going forward, you know, we need to look at people we give power to. Because over the years, you know, I'm not sure, sir, Niema Boya, this cheap politics are so easy for some individuals to get into political prominence because and then we've monetized the entire political space. Any idiot at all with money can go to Parliament. Once you have cash, it's just a matter of buying few delegates, get your way in, and you go to Parliament. So at the end of the day, the benefit that people are supposed to get, you know, they will not get. And some people feel that their position is so secure to the extent that whatever happens, you know, they will get in. It's the reason why you see some of these things. So when they go, they don't respect you and I. They don't regard me. They do whatever that they want to do. And it's the reason why we are still here. So we, the citizens, it's a wake-up call for us. Going forward, you know, we need to put sensible people in power. Not people who are full of themselves, people who are arrogant, people who don't even respect themselves and are trying to respect the people of this country. They will go and show remorse and then work and serve the interest of the people of this country. We are sick and tired of some of this nonsense. We wake up on TV and you see so-called honorable people displaying such childish events, throwing those tantrums all over the place. I know the day, you know. And you'll be Otigana na yet with you. People are very sensible, watching everything that is happening in the space. So you can't get power and be using it the way and manner they are doing. I think that is so embarrassing. They need to apologize to the people of this country going forward. And they say at least Ghana also deserves some level of respect, not this thing that we see on TV.
All right, innocent submission on parliament issues. No. Paulata was say, yeah, I love your boldness. Stay focused. Nyami Onshura, that's Solomon Dazi was say, good morning, yeah. I'm watching you from Saudi Arabia. Thank you very much. Anthony Safari was say, my dear, I like your program. God bless you. Thank you very much. Suleimana Balabe. Forgive me if I don't mention your name correct. Good morning, was well done. I'm listening to you live. George Kofi was here. How long should it take that woman to hand over to the new boss? That's a shame. Godfred Kwashi was good morning, lovely people of Ghana. I'm doing the listening of UAE. Okay, yeah, that was it. Papa slide great. Or say, after making the humble lion promise on his honor, he will talk through. Was it then? Sisifia 38.2 micro minority under pressure. Mia Sly Kwabenya Greater Accra and Owo and others and ventures so macro Kumasi or say fantastic. Good morning, ya Medase Papa slide the graphs or say good morning. Clement Sam or say I'm watching you live from Chifu Ninase. I think I got it correct. I told say I'm watching you from London, Yami Onshaw, and I feel Noah. I would also say, well, my good morning, and I know pay star 413 hash, star 413 hash, cash flow option 4. No, I'm empty mobile money, and I said, tell us all cash. I'll bet to me, Echa, Mr. Encho Bonsi, a Beshasi, a draw now 500 to me, I be good phone. So that was waiting me, I check you half a brally. So I said that. Pacho, good morning. Boko dear. Another wife, you. Oh, ya feba and I said, yeah, what corner as a young boy sister, you know.
Send me a young man.
Eh, Nando Santos Subecase.
Oh, many women are young.
What no more per space, you know. Innocent mamma money space war.
Because they say, no, say, a mebnu qua, Mekobi.
And Quakra for so
there be only them in common.
Other than the office of Betty, okay, penny for so quiet.
Or you say, them say, oh, you know, a poor bow body. There's a poor young man.
So young.
I'm still.
But yes, all right. So, you saw free parliament. I think from last week, I share, you know, MSS Adana Numerena, and Yabania Air Course. Wamu peja table de microphone to yeni ade suspension bam yes ya kopacho ye yi suspension free ho ye approve ministers yes ye mu mienu de ya hore yensa ye de ye nka ho monsoa mo niema ye yi ye ho afrim. So all the broha had ye akoso of parliament
obaya ma menchia ahwefo na memo abaso na menchia menua innocent na memo abaso biem. Oh, say the be a mekase adibia ewodin no was say your money dino ejina brand.
Okay.
Me for some time now me who say ye will be a semra shebedwa but enye bra shebedwa.
Okay.
Esse but enye
no look alike Hannah.
Oh, say on my way and your ma atosi wo my way enhyehyeye mu ne nkanko ne nkoso mu kese pa no se de sobo ebobo asoeya aban asoeya hodo a se bi o madi o manfo hwammo pa ne takesini pa kese pa no o se de komra hye bedwam.
Okay. Adentia
omo enim omadwuma omo eye omo ho se omo ye masters nanso so omo ye nkwa a me ne wo ye pe obi asoma no ene yesi omo nkosi ya namu na nipa bia no ye wo brofo kase bi say if you know your position you are free from competition. They don't know their position. And so they are always competing with the public. Yen Ghana for no yen kwa ne womo yen ni asoma womo. They refuse to take akwa and they try to play the masters.
Okay.
Enunti na omumfa eni die emma Ghana for no. Omumu ade, omum fere ade. Na on me ka omu nyina bomu a. Edu ba bia wo se me paa.
Okay.
Na me ma Ghana fo hu de nti a abasa. Hwe. Obi oye NPP mrahye bedwani. Oni obi oye NDC mrahye bedwani. Omo nse.
Okay.
NPP mrahye bedwani bia no. Wa woto abama no. Wo de ya ataihwe ne yobia a wo de ba mrahye bedwam. Na oba wi a ya ahwe ne tebia ne yobia.
Okay.
Omo mfani die emma impo omo to abama omo. Anunti no omo kasa omo boso. Omo kasa tumi mu. Omo kasa te se de sebi. Omo ne omo nkoa na kasa. Enso omo na ye nkoa o.
Yeah.
Enu na ama mrase bedwa ya etwa mu
If parliament
no. Ghana fo hu se da bi enkofu mu ase de tumi mo omo a omo emma mo ma betiri so na omo bo kimpaluta ma ye kuntan na omo ba kuntan na omo pejo omo bo na omo se omo bo na omo di kuntan na omo de nam enu nti wo ha NPP na se bedwani bia wo de fafi o se chairman sabonso a wono ye se wo ko obi foforo na aba ono na wa te wo mra se bedwam ho ukọ ne peso aso a hwini ho a sebi obetimi de ne nsa atene so se me ko ye me bra me boy ye eso mfaso ni wo de aye japade won kran ha nti anya ye kurampa a wo de mama girlfriends na constituency ni si wo owia na crop ya yire fia sante kotoko ohembo di amma muso na waye ne sompa hene menim soma wo som ya eye papa anunti ye oye sompa hene ne ya boni din na ase ya mani muso enso na wakotena ho for more than 24 years now for 24 years now ko share me ase bedwam no ne suni mfaso ma santemai baako pese baako etino se ye kukuru nuama na ho de takasi no e wo se de komra hye bedwam omadi oma we hwa mo kese pa ni titiri ni MPP mra hye bedwafo omo ye nim guasiafo a eni kwan se ye kai omo wo ye history mu e wo bia papa bia mu bibi papa bia ni wa se bi ye betimi aka so MPP mra hye bedwafo na enam omo so a ade we baaye e fa certificate kro mom toy nyansa ye diko suku ko sua nyansa ni nimde ebi ni omutirim utimi se we oso ye lawyer ni hwe lawyer ni a ogina hwe afenyo ya o ye lawyer ni ubekom pa se nimdie woni bi aida se wo koye no your friend say the teacher pass no teacher se ma fail teacher se ma pass we teacher se wa pass we so pass we busan se law pass law ben na woni trim there was so a doctor of finance at the canon okura certificate no nimdie bia ni ho entino they think say yen na ye omanfo a sabio ye de omakosi baabi no baabi a ye de omakosi no eye tumi a ye de ama omo say omo fa medi yen so tio entino abribia no omo ye neoma te say omo na omo no wo tumi bi a yen ye ni tumi no but o kind the preamble of the constitution ebe mo hu de wo tumi ni de oni tumi enuntina so wahwa abribia no omote ho a they forget themselves to say omo ye representatives omo nim say omo eya asomafo omo fa omo say yen momum na ye omo nkoa na edi ne siye mo na mo hye say mo be vetin na mo ye no mo say mo be vetin obi a 1 hour obi timi betena se no ma vetin for 5 hours 6 hours nipa ba ko timi busa nipa ba ko 196 questions Drew baby ni ebusa afenyo say any ebusa say Sam George da ben na no yire da last time or last time I know yire da ye da ben ka na Ghana fu because questions how ebusa no utu say nyansa ba ko kra nim ekwa ben na afa so obi ko school watwa ni ticket say wako sreye so ko bo besia na odi ko school wu kra sika fako school no wo so be lawyer wo lawyer odi ko ye ADB kro no na odi boye Cromford way na se bedwani Cromford pa to bottom ni Cromford way o ma japade ye nton ma no no wia way na se bedwani o no timi nya akokodro timi busa obi question se onya sika wahin question a obusa no se onya sika wahin na odi twa tikita o de call landing ko sua ade una na de ma no Ati nkwasi afon kwa na gumra sebedwam ho a me no ka sei pp omko a aha se udi odwan kura begina ho a ye beto ama no etu be kom na sebedwam wo nyan me
say just ko ba election mo se obo de buo kura begina ho beto ama
anya buo na sebedwam anya buo na te wo no wasoma buo Ebon so be ya mwode a kirewo. Now to Mr. Speaker. We no mani bo me ne nya adwen kura. Pani a o tinte so to form till pani o tinte so to form de ne tetra mafa no onye pani papa. Oye nim guasie ni and he must always sometimes me ya say na ntwe nim na hoden na oma na nkwase ni small boy bi ubekọ na nkwase dem na small boy bi na watwe na ntwe atofom na afi na ntwe ode ni minimu hyew
eni me ba na so na ye le
aye okwei no na ntwe no dina chi jon ayi akosia bofo je na bo ni nche ayi odi na chi jon odi na chi jon eni mayanka Mr. Speaker Ghana ha obi eni what is no
yeah number 3
apart from the number 3 no there is no one who has that experience from the very day your fourth republic he was in parliament and he has been in parliament till date there is none like him and so if people become this nuisance now we check o common gavel the shift from say bang now one can say because me common gavel now me shift from now me nim nyansa na me shift from one then it means you have a problem in your brain and I'm questioning whether he ought to be examined say speaker na adwene no eda so ye adwuma na because as a disciplinarian no you ought to always abide by your discipline and make sure say people must abide by it no amount of a helper because nipa no say ko hunyansa no ya ade e se fata and ka won fa common government in country ni say on cost suspension omukwa on suspend omo no na wo say ka wo tra won koba mu na ka affect even to the chair
okay
yes because the chair ought to have stepped or stood his grounds he ought to have stood his grounds and make sure say obey instill discipline as far as he is chair. And you know, I was very sad to hear say was suspended just about 4 of them.
Yeah. Video no so chire nipa bibiri.
Yes. Obi timi ka say ayeye we no kra no yakoto na yakoso obi hwa. We am na say bedwani.
Ko che table na so o so da fia makocho.
We am na say bedwani. It's where you say, you can't class 1 for say class 1 for, and now talkatives, and I'm open Pencasado, and Colacramun, and I'm hard dodo. You be class 1 for the Aquacan, GHS for the SHS for the Asabe company, phone, papa, penitoto, for Mosasa. I will studio. Yeah, and can ba yenki eka e kwan be nenke be fa so a be ma report atimi abo ma o na koso e kwan be na betimi afa so ama akwan a se bia asai atimi ayeye ye meka no empani toto we no mu asa bi o mu nim nyansa ya soma wo mo so mo nkom la se bedwam mra se bedwam o enya se bi me kwaka kra mpo makola fo ne mbeko because what they almost pine yoma.
Yeah.
Na yes, you are ton yoma.
Yeah.
Ya dani honum to say be a timacola. I say, ye nim ye share as for mine. Omampeni a yato abama no wapa obi se omra mesin ko se na namu se nipa ne ye se nipa ne nye wo ba ye so totuna no wo de ye nsi anamu totuna no keke eno no just ye pagya table ban na microphone so ya tete no mun tutu microphone no nipa na o kan se mun tutu microphone no ka so by now ye na dia film se bedwam you get a very punishment eno kwa pon ye ne mo anya adwen se o masa 2 weeks suspension no. This punishment was too light. Now we are some sign. I'm Mr. Speaker.
Why can't sign yes investigation?
Then
I
was
watching. All of them Nomaka said they should suspend it.
What was I saying? Only my dear Bakwa, Bonica said, putting the cart before the horse. Nipebia, who put to cart before the horse, Biano, also who's an idea more hapa. Because a film pronko, pianioma, or chinioma. It is how they. And you might see the new self through Ponko Pia. No, so who said, Papa in Adjuno and Yajuma. And then a wire suspension, every answer, and investigation
committee.
Oh, baby, I'm speaking. I was here, and I dream. And you know, an editor, yes, yo. Lindiano, Uniansa, won't be maybe. Because you see, Yansa. Now, why you baby? And to the friend Yansa. Nya answer. Why a suspension without investigation? I feel we also was at the committee. Committee no more then. Only the finance ne bad there now the So you put the cart before the horse.
All right.
It in the media message say it is one of the very because the tripods now you work in terms of on my way nation say no. Me no me wo did say na se bedwam se nya no correctly a eno be boama yen hyehyeye no akoyi enye executive o mu se mampani kwa pese osi gina ya okomra se bedwam because ono ankasa no ono so parliamentarian a osi ono mampani na namu enti oyi bibia anya ni tumi mu no de ye because power no resides with the people and the people na representatives ye nyina ye ntimi nkohia wo ba bi se ye si gina ye so mampani fa ye adwuma anu ntini ye yensi anamu enti when we don't get parliamentary works correct this country will always be in this abyss enti mesre yen ma sebi samra sebi dwane hu nsam ni hu hia yen Mr. Speaker me woni die sonku bi mana se ohun ne hu so hwe a obenyina be ye tope se wa hu ne hu so hwe na koye se na maka ni say na obi afafo afre me okay and am rescinding me decision a debiano we will also come and then be condemning and rebuking and admonishing you like this. I don't like it. So Mr. Speaker, sit up. Parliamentarians should sit up. MPP for nipa says na akano. Sebi Ghana for na empesi ebenya omumu bi because of e-levy ade omude ye yen. Na empesi ebenya bi wo ho. Enti se mo mu amoya majority no so no. Se mo da mo so da create pandemonium wo ho na as a diversionary tactics that biano they always want to disrupt enti mo amuwo efie nyansa mo na hye bedwa mo majority side no so mo ya ade ma mo fie omo so mo ya mo Ghana fo hu de omo ye because bibi omo ye bia nyansa nim nipa omo kofa no kura ba se mo bi de omo nim kura no nyansa no kura bo no se de jonso abo akoko no timesre mo ntena mo hu ne mo ase na mo nya ne ma se de be ma Ghana etumpon na Ghana funds so enya muso mfaso enya sa na I say we are causing financial loss always to the state because muso mfaso ayenya no eye ketu abi
said that one number said Davis na ya wadi dia me so we draw no na innocent mrem why na ne ho kura pre no dodo eh adi so wani akada me de pa because me no never one scale what I say star 413 hash option 4 star 413 hash option 4 where cash flow 5 Ghana cedis per obi ebi disika no pay ya 5 cedis per na wo hia and it's yanko channel mo stop na esa na amanko for yam sisi omo chadodo after the who number wo mi yanko 1 2
so far say Ivan Che innocent any list to work with Poku kasa nsɛm wɔ di ana kyɛ sɛ me mega me form so because nkame akɔ is speaker Alban Bagbin sesei no ontimi enye mmarahyɛ badwam akyea me hene ontimi nsi gyinaeɛ sɛdeɛ na first no if parliament no n'ani nsi abere ana o make good decisions no ɛna nkame akɔ yɛ sɛ saa nneɛma no ɛnkɔ so na deɛn ɛna mana akɔfa aba. Is it because of say NDC for omoba ban no omo build a consensus? Is it because of that? Say omo de omo pe chese omo de omo ye nuado sen bibibi enti no they don't know how to handle power. It's omo ni NPP for ba be che. Na NPP for piti sa afenyo makin anodo mprenom edi se bi nsi hu no mo afom ho adi ana. Abusia me bisa. Yakoka obi say wrong administration. Omo si anoma onyana se edi anoma na yeden. Omo si onyini anaso ohwe ne hu ya onyini be yo topi. Na young administration na wahye ase no. Na wanyire wo ho antoto niema ya. Yemisa se where are you heading to? Akwada ya akwada ketwa. Owo abofra ketwa. Na se ntete ya o de be ma no. Sa ntete ye no ena se bi onyini ebede na di ewo nipa mu. Inti say young administration like NDC or Omaba. Na say omanto to omo niema yie. Anhihye economy ni yie. Amma sebi Ghana promise omo share Ghana for mfancheme ema Ghana for enigiye edi sebi ahokeka ahosepe enigiye edi ahurusie ekoto abama mo. Na mantimi amfasa adina ngukwamu. Then forget about the next election because ebasana enkofo be hu say you have been saying it but you have not been able to deliver it. Eti nkofo amoka na mo te comment section hono new administration munja aka mayinti yanto abama komnani bia say o metra hono mhwe yenim yato abama nipa okurum ha so nyeden omra mayeden ometoto nima yi na omani kodenim ometoto nima yi na omani kodenim. Enti se nipa no ene ye hu saade na we have every right. We have all the right to what? To criticize. We have all the right to what? To come out and what? Ask that what is going on. And Kaidentia, Afenyo Markin, minority, micro, mini, little, small, what can I say? Petite minority way. Afenyo edi animuno. Nka ono nya no kasawe. Enko timi fansu emo mudi guni saso parliament ade wa ohuru ni nsa afiri the approval of Jata Sam George any Yura Okujeta Blakwa as a ministers. What do you mean? Mudi MPP for muyen wo to me sebi NDC for antrasekura ankasekunu furata oma ohoro mu nsa afiri ne ho denden oma anyibi. Enti NDC for these people are teaching you how power is or how to what? Handle power. Motiti honum na muni omu edidi muni omu kwa neba. Meanwhile, no makache Ghana for some bomb bet you matu. Let me tell you, MPP, NDC for say ora na mapara. Wentimi anchi ni paba kokura ntumu kwa ye ne mode okurum ha. Said ya mokasa ebe enka obube fumi. I'm telling you, me meka na krachi enka obube fumi. Dida motine chiri yeye. Dida motine chiri yeye. I am Ghana for whom the relevance of you guys omuto abadi mamono. Side na we expect it in governance. Make sure side no a bit me aye the good what? Good fruit. Na sentisa na mobai. Mobai se o esimesi ye minia di John Jinapo. Minia di Abu Jinapo. Inti Abu Jinapo kra ko kase a daughter of a medra injano yemani apologize. But obi Madam Hardcastle emifa na se okokyere na dwenkyere anodom pro de entwene bram ra hye bidwom na ye metwi ne ni no mpa akyɛw. What do you mean? What do you mean? Masa mo mani pa bumfu okurum ha. Munya de papa e beboa ma oman na kɔ n'anim. We are not here to to tolerate anybody's joke. Unim say wo pa dia. Let me tell you, the NPP for my micro little what can I say petite minority 40 parliament omudini na say adwumani na a way of sabotaging John Dramani Mohammed's business. Government business is a way of what delaying and what sabotaging it. NNDC for some media mochi as if someone in politics, as if someone class 1-4 more and conform more a micro mini minority or small minority on nano. Sanko for na experience one almost to a money ho, but more in this for more for experience a woman. Collins Dauda no now honum and I'm a na enti se montimi anyusu se bia buru se bia nya adom adwen na moma mu feli na mo betena kurom hatena radio so explaining niam amasa yentwi mu obia o yentwi mu obia, and we mobilize the people to vote against you because we believed in you and you have disappointed Ghanaians. Enti munya ade asabi ebema the youth na kumato ne munya ade a mo be pleasing crofo bi nti say NPP for Okroma because NPP for we gave them the 8 good years Okroma dey na mo dey adekode pen papa na mo dey enti ye kan okra kire wa transnaka say new administration see an na do start here so CHS gidi zew nyema nko ye kan o munja nana enema nko ye kan munja nana ene mo hu ye nana awie kusiye iti ye kan bibi sisi na se wotena ono nka se administration afi na eba masa akwala keto ye bibi na wantia na ibidu ba bi na wanyina beye posun esi so iti ye kan okra chew opa jai ano ma ye negative me so subscribe to the channel no like dwumadi no enti sanete amemfa wunsi obi bia hwe negative ni yakopon koso a ehira ba de riadoma ebesen ehia me ma me che ba for United States of America ma me yakopon ehira ma me ro ye bi UK yakopon ehira ma me no obi bia hwe bibia no yakopon ehira makra baba ye salute.